In the dusty, sun-drenched streets of a small village near the coast of Delta State, there lived a girl named Amora. She wasn't the girl people noticed. She was the one who blended into the shadows of the market stalls, her clothes a bit too worn and her eyes a bit too heavy with the weight of her own loneliness. Every night, the heat in her small hut felt like a living thing, pressing down on her chest. But more than the heat, it was the dreams. They weren't like normal dreams. They were filled with the scent of salt and ancient silt, and the sound of a voice that sounded like silver coins clinking under deep water. One Tuesday, when the air was so still you could hear a leaf fall 3 compounds away, Amora couldn't sleep. The river felt like it was breathing right outside her door. Bum! Bum! She stood up, her feet moving of their own accord. The village was silent, save for the distant bark of a dog. She walked toward the water, the tall, sharp grass scratching at her shins. She reached the bank and stopped. In the distance, she saw a ripple, something large moving just beneath the surface. She blinked, thinking it was a log, but it moved with a grace no piece of wood possessed. Bum! She ignored it, turning to head back, but the sound happened again, louder, right behind her. She turned, and before she could scream, a hand, cold, sleek, and stronger than iron, clamped around her ankle. With a violent jerk, she was pulled from the mud and into the dark, swirling embrace of the Niger. She didn't drown. Instead, she found herself in a pocket of air, deep beneath the surface, where the light was a shimmering, airy green. Standing before her was the mummy water. She was breathtaking, her hair was like a nest of black snakes, and her eyes held the depth of the entire ocean. A massive python was draped across her shoulders like a royal stole. "You have a heart full of holes, Amora," the goddess whispered, her voice vibrating in Amora's very bones. "I can feel them. I can make you the envy of every woman and the desire of every man. You will have wealth that never ends." Amora looked at her own rough hands and nodded slowly. "And the price?" The mermaid's smile was sharp. "There are men who walk the earth with lies on their tongues. They break, they steal, they cheat. Bring them to me. My palace is vast, and my servants are few. I need workers to tend my gardens of bone. Bring me the deceivers, and you shall stay a queen." Amora returned to the village a week later, but no one recognized her. She was fine beyond words. Her skin was like polished mahogany, glowing with a light that didn't come from the sun. She moved into a large house that seemed to appear overnight, filled with fine lace and gold. She began her work slowly, chilling in the village squares, watching and waiting. The merchant Obihi was the first. He sat in the market boasting of his riches while his first wife sat at home with nothing to eat. Amora met him by the palm wine tapper stand. She laughed at his jokes, her eyes dancing, and told him she had a secret stash of ivory by the river. He followed her that night, his mind on the money. He stepped into the water and simply vanished. The teacher, somewhere he was a man of books and morals, but he spent his nights tricking young girls with promises of scholarships. Amora met him in the library. She didn't need words, she just walked past, and the scent of her perfume, like rain on hot earth, made him follow her like a dog. She led him to the reeds, where the red smoke began to rise. The chief's advisor turned a man who sold his neighbor's land behind their back. Amora met him during a village meeting. She sat in the back, her gold jewelry catching the light. He was so distracted he couldn't speak. By midnight, he was at the shore, diving in to find the gold she promised. He found only the yoke of the mermaid. She continued this for weeks, moving with a chill confidence. She met a hunter who claimed to be a hero but was a coward at heart, and a traveler who stole from every house that hosted him. Each time, she felt a small twinge of guilt, but the gold in her coffers and the beauty in her mirror kept her quiet. The sixth man, Zola. Then came Zola. He wasn't like the others. He was a musician, someone who played the drums with a soul that seemed to talk to the trees. For 5 days, Amora did nothing but sit with him. They didn't talk of God or lies, they talked of the stars. She felt the bad person inside her starting to melt. She was falling in love. When Amora met Zola, it wasn't at a busy market or a loud party. She found him sitting by an old baobab tree, playing a wooden flute. He didn't look at her gold jewelry or her expensive lace. He just looked into her eyes and smiled. Day 1, they sat by the tree until the sun dipped below the horizon. For the first time, Amora didn't use her charm to trick him. They talked about their childhoods. He told her how he wanted to play music that made people forget their sorrows. Day 3. On day 3, Amora brought Zola to her mansion. She watched him closely, waiting for the greed to creep into his eyes, but it never came. He didn't ask for money or favors, he just held her hand, making the vast, golden halls feel empty compared to the music in his soul. By day 5, the price of her secrets came due. Zola's flute slipped from his fingers as he fainted onto the cold sand. The waves split apart, and the murky water ascended. She was a scary, towering figure with eyes like twin moons and hair that moved like ink in water. "Please!" Amora screamed, kneeling over him. "He is not like the others. Don't take him. Don't kill him like the others." The murky water's laughter was a chilling, melodic sound. "I do not kill them," she whispered. "They are cheats, so they serve me for 100 years. But if you want this one to stay, you must give me what you value most." "Your choice," the spirit commanded. With a sharp, agonizing pull, Amora's hair was torn away, and her youthful glow vanished into the salt air. She became a hollow, unrecognizable version of herself. When Zola woke up, he blinked at the person standing over him. He saw a bald, withered woman with a face of nightmares. He recoiled in disgust, unable to see the heart of the woman he had loved just moments before. He turned his back on her, horrified by her presence. It was Amora who spent every day sitting by the ocean after that, staring at the waves in silence, her beauty and her love both stolen by the sea. Like and subscribe.